It's a special treat when I get to talk to executive producer, a writer, somebody that's wearing like all these hats that you wear, because you really get to figure out what's going on, and I get to see you in action. So thanks for having us on the set of Family Time.
Well, man, you know what it is. Me and you have done this before, so anytime you want to come down to the set of Family Time, you're more than welcome. More than welcome.
I know you've been reading trades, and I've talked to some of your cast members about it, but like this year seems to be like the first year that black audience was invented in some of the trades. And I wonder, like, when you've seen the success of some of the shows like Power and Empire that was generating these audiences, what did you think about these articles and these pundits or analysts that was like, wow, there's a black audience that's growing?
Yeah, well, black people were just invented yesterday, and it's crazy because I saw, I like what they're doing with Blackish. I like what they're doing with Empire. But I mean, we've been here, man. We've been doing this for a very, very long time. And it's kind of insulting, but at the same time, I get it. I understand. And now the articles are black is the new green and stuff like that. And I'm sure you've seen that. I just feel like, it's like it's a follow the leader type of society, when something gets really, really hot. If you recall the Kings of Comedy tour years ago, and they were making all these millions of dollars on what they called the Chitlin circuit. But then as soon as mainstream found out about them, they were like, how can we do another? Let's do the Princes of Comedy. And let's find this other group. And that's what they do. And it's unfortunate in this day and age that that's how it goes. But, we try to survive. I've never stopped. I've never given up. So I'm just going to keep continuing to make content for the masses, but especially that features African Americans.
You've done several shows over the years. I mean, people definitely know what you've done with Martin. But why Family Time? What about like that topic or this space did you want to create something in?
Well, when I created Family Time, first of all, there were no other black family shows on TV at all, period. I wanted to create the infrastructure of the real black family, but the modern black family, because we are modern family. We have all the elements of being modern family. I wanted to create a show that...
I don't have a Caitlyn.
We don't have a Caitlyn. We do not have a Caitlyn. I don't think they'll let us do that. But we have, we deal with all kinds of topics as far as, funny, sad, gay, straight, everything. We have, we cover all the topics of it in Family Time. We have characters that represent all of those things. And the thing about the show that I wanted to do was kind of mirror it to my own life. It's somewhat autobiographical, but not really. There are stories that I take from my own, my own experience, and I just plop them into these experiences, and it just kind of works itself in organically. So I have the model because I am a husband, a father, a brother, a nephew, an uncle to many. And so I wanted to share those experiences. And the show is not just about the core four that live in the house. It's all about the ancillary characters. It's the mother and father that bring baggage from their own lives. And she's got sisters. They're always bringing drama in. He's got a brother. They're always bringing drama in. So that's kind of how this show works. It's not about these people that live there. It's about, oh boy, we got to deal with everybody else's problems that become our problems. Yeah.
So this season, we're in season 3, right?
Season 3, man.
What's new this season? I mean, and how have you grown as a family with these? I know a lot of these people have been with you from a lot of your productions, but how has like the on-set family grown on Family Time over this 3-season period?
I mean, the on-set family has grown. I mean, we've got first of all, there's a lot of new characters that have popped on to the show. Clayton Thomas, who's hysterical. He plays a character named Donnie. And Donnie is off the hook. I want to do a spinoff with Donnie, And, now we've been able to incorporate Paula Jai Parker more into the show. She's been there, but now she's grown as a more of a regular character. And the same with Tanjareen Martin. We've had a lot of guest stars that have come through to populate the show to really make it, more acceptable to the masses. And then we've also incorporated Tony Stallworth's workplace. He's a contractor, so he's not the hard hat wearing kind of contractor, but he's got his contractor's office, and
Business doing good?
Business is doing good. I mean, he inherited this business from his father, and although he won the lotto, he didn't win enough to retire. He just won enough to move from the hood to it's all good.
So, and that's gonna be my last question, because I wanted to talk a little about that foundation of passing down. I mean, when it's Francis Ford to Nicolas Cage, and it's all these white actors, so to speak, or directors that's had this lineage, and now you have this business this that you've made over the years. How are you transitioning that to a next generation of creators or writers, and how are you doing that to keep it going?
So that's very important to keep this whole thing going, to the next generation. I've got, like I said, I mentioned, I've got two of my nephews work here. One's a writer, producer. He also produces the Wild 'N Out series with Nick Cannon. My other nephew's my first AD here. I've got my sister's here working as a producer. My wife's here working as a set designer and set dresser. My son is in the show. My daughter hasn't gotten into it yet, but she just graduated from high school and she wants to go to film school. She can edit already. She's writing scripts. I feel like this, unfortunately and fortunately, has become my family business. So now it's very important for me to teach and give opportunities as far as internships and things like that to to the youth to come in and work. I always tell people, hey man, you can work for me anytime if you work for free. And if you work for free, I swear to you, I will give you the opportunity of a lifetime. And I've done that. I've got one of my interns here that started with me. I found him on Craigslist, and now he's writing scripts. He's written 3 scripts, and I mean, this dude is amazing. And so we continue to do that. I continue to do that because that's what's important to me. I plan on doing this at least another decade, at least. And then if I can tap a bunch of younger people and give them opportunities in that time period, I feel like I will have done my job. I will have paid it forward.
There you go. All right. Y'all check it out on Bounce TV. Y'all always follow this guy because he is an industry leader and a mentor, somebody y'all can look for. If y'all got an internship request, y'all need to find this guy because he's hiring people that's willing to work for free all day.
I'm right here at Harvest Studios at Bentley Evans on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, man. So I'm right here, harveststudios.biz.
I'm going to apologize in advance for all the hits you're about to get from people trying to get on this set to work on this thing. And y'all make sure y'all check out Family Time on Bounce TV. When can we see this episode about? What's the scale of?
This episode with Michelle Williams is, I think it's slated for November. We premiere in October. And, so those of you who do not have that antenna, go get that antenna. We will be on AT&T and wireless and all Time Warner and all the rest of them very soon. But until we get there, just go get that little antenna from Walmart and tune in to Bounce because we're in every city. And
are y'all streaming episodes online?
We are streaming episodes online. So go to bouncetv.com and all the episodes of Family Time are there. You can watch them at your leisure.
There you go. Binge watch. Thank you guys for being on the set with me and Bentley Kyle Evans. Just checking out for BlackTree TV.